Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And might as well have rant number 3. So, of course, as we go in time and I look at Windows 11, it's obvious that it's not going to be a failure, and it's obvious that it's not going to be a Vista. If you think that, I think you're not seeing the big picture and the numbers that are going with what's happening right now. Also, the fact that PC sales are on the rise. A lot of people actually commented saying, well, yeah, because of Windows 11. No, it has nothing to do with Windows 11, actually. PC sales are on the rise in the past 2 years because of the pandemic. People needed a computer. Has nothing to do with Windows 11. Still has nothing to do with Windows 11 right now. But, of course, Windows 11 is now on a big chunk of those new PCs coming out this year. But, we talk about what decisions Microsoft takes, and how at some point you kind of thinking, hey, come on, what are you doing? Who's taking these decisions? Windows 11, the first one was, the more you look at it, the more we go into it, the more you see that that minimum requirement was placed at a certain place, and that's it. And we don't see right now, and there's no real, phrase. There's nothing that Microsoft has actually said to convince us that, we have to put that minimum requirement there. They haven't been able to explain it. TPM, they explained it. TPM, okay, let's say TPM, yeah. But for the rest, forget about it. It's not something that you are going to understand. I mean, there are older CPUs that will run Windows 7 better than some of the modern CPUs that are accepted. And it's kind of very bizarre, these ideas, the requirements that they decided to. And so that's, one of the things that Windows 11, I think, should have been offered to every Windows 10 user, that any computer that runs Windows 10 pretty much. Maybe remove a few very older PCs, but for the most part, they should have just, said, hey, Windows 10 users, just move on to Windows 11. It's free and it works. That's one thing they should have done, honestly. The other thing is, putting a watermark on unsupported hardware. Why is it that Microsoft, instead of trying to get better and help, seems to be just going to the worse? And it's worse and worse all the time. I really have a hard time with the decisions that they're taking concerning the future of Windows and concerning how they handle all of this. It's mostly the handling of it and not being able to talk about it and, add a watermark to annoy users. And let's annoy people as much as possible. Let's add a Microsoft account to Windows 10, 11 Pro now. Let's continue annoying users even more and more. And that's pretty much what's happening. It's not even there's no logical explanation of, we want you to know this and do that and be able to do this or that, or, tell you you're unable to do that, or it's like, no, it's a series of decisions to annoy everybody, which is crazy. And when you think about it, you're like, okay, so you're to a point now where you're going to annoy people more and more. That's why I was talking about how Chrome OS Flex is an interesting take, and it's interesting that it's coming out now. And what's the future of Windows 11 on unsupported hardware? Will they, at some point in a year and a half, 2 years, say, oh, by the way, your Windows 11 is going to stop working at this point? No more updates? Even worse, what I'm thinking about unsupported hardware is that when we get close to 2025, when Windows 10 is going to end support, that's when they're going to say, oh, by the way, no more unsupported hardware on Windows 11. Nothing stopping them from doing that, and would be another, hey, let's annoy users even more. It's obvious that all the people running Windows 11 on unsupported hardware are all happy with it. It works fine, and it works fast. So adding to the why exactly do I need new hardware to run it? Come on, Microsoft, wake up, because what you're doing right now is annoying a bunch of users, and you're not going in the right direction with this. Take example of Windows 10, where you never closed the loophole, and today you can still, from Windows 7 or Windows 8, with a valid license, for free, go to Windows 10. Why don't you just do something like that with Windows 11? And, just add little caveats, add little information saying, well, if you have this hardware, there are some things that might not work, but you're still supported. It's just that we want to warn you that their requirements, minimum requirements for, say, Windows subsystem for Android is this. I think people would be okay with that. They would say, well, they told us that it's supported, it's okay, I'm running Windows 11, but there are things on an older hardware that I might not be able to run. It's crazy. So come on, Microsoft, wake up, okay? If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.